So, as the field makes its way onto the grid here at Ampfing for round 3 of the season, let's take you through the starting grid for Heat 1 for Minimax. Finn Albert Jorgensen, the youngster from Denmark, will start from pole position in the 185 and will be having alongside him the current championship leader, the 137 Luan Seidel. Julian Dummer and Kimi Mai round out row 2 with Pascal Knip and Sebastian Brandt rounding out the top 3 rows. Emil Siedkowska and Bendik Schulte round out row 4. Completing the top 10, it's the 120 of Anastasio Tulli and the 174 of Hangaluka Sarkani. Lennart Köster, Lina Greif, Stavros Totsios Francia, Tim Hansler, Livia Maria Ploch, Luis Iacone and Maxime Becker round out the 17-strong grid. Becker, unfortunately, excluded post-qualifying, found to have a loose chain guard and thereby was given the mechanical black flag. And now we'll have to start from the back of the grid. 7 minutes plus an additional lap. The sun trying to break through the clouds here in Bavaria. Temperature has dropped still yet again, 13 degrees Celsius. The highest the winds have been today, easterly, 25 kilometers an hour. The humidity is around about 86%. But the drivers getting very neatly into the 2x2 customary rolling start found in Rotax racing circles and the majority of karting these days. It is going to be down to Jorgensen and Seidel, who will line up on the front row. They'll have quite a few drivers right behind them. Sebastian Brandt will be one of them, starting from the outside of row number 3. 7 minutes on the timer, plus an additional lap here at Kartbahn Ampfing in Bavaria. The drivers make their way through towards the final corner. Red lights on the gantry. Into the tram lines. Revs rise, lights are on. Lights are out and we're underway here in the first heat, and a good start by Luan Seidel from the outside of the front row. Leads the field into turn number 1. As all multi-cart incident, including the 121. Iacone spinning around, and that was a 180 for the young Swiss driver. 4 carts involved. Looking like everyone else started going again, but 3 wide into an incline up the hill. So there are yellow flags at turn 1. Iacone pushing the cart back onto the circuit. Might be able to get the thing started again, but will be nearly the best part of a lap down as the leaders make their way down into the final corner. So after the opening lap, out of the final turn, Luan Seidel leads the way. Second, Sebastian Brandt, now up from 4th to P2. Julian Dummer, Pascal Knip, Kimi Mai and Finn Albert Jorgensen round out the top 6. Maxime Becker now up to 15th place, side by side on the approach into turn 3, one of which might have been the 101 of Tim Hansler, who has made up 3 positions already. It's getting a bit feisty. Looks like Finn Albert Jorgensen might be getting past Kimi Mai and has got through. So the young Dane on the Tony Kart chassis. Now up to 5th place, but Kimi Mai just keeping the foot planted in. Being coached these days by a man that we've actually mentioned already. 2018 Minimax Grand Finals champion and well versed in this category. Now these days running in KZ2. Farin Mega is also on site, and he has been doing some engine testing through Thursday and Friday. And he said, yeah, I'm on a senior chassis with a junior engine. So he's been quite well used in terms of driver coaching, having his own racing career. He'll be racing at Kerpen next week at Chrono Karting for the 5th round of the Dutch Road RMC and KZ2 Championship. But Luan Seidel got a great start round the outside of Finn Albert Jorgensen, who's managing to claw back some time here, Sebastian. But, I mean, I see that big bump in the middle of that chicane, that they're flat out, full on the throttle. And I get a little bit worried. I'm like, these kids, I'm old enough to be any one of these kids' fathers, and I'm getting worried and sort of like grimacing as they're going through a chicane at the best part of over 85 kilometers an hour at full throttle.
Wir sehen an der Spitze Luan Seidel, der sich mittlerweile ja, um mehr als 1,2 Sekunden entfernen konnte von Sebastian Brandt und Julian Dümmer. In dieser Mini-Klasse, da geht es eigentlich in der Meisterschaft im Moment zwischen Luan Seidel und Finn Albert Jorgensen ganz, ganz hart zur Sache. Lediglich 3 Punkte trennen die beiden. Jetzt in diesem Rennen sind es 4 Plätze. Seidel auf 1, Brandt, Dümmer, Knipp und Jorgensen von 1 zurückgefallen eben an die 5. Position, nachdem er beim Start halt das Ganze nicht hinbekommen hat. Ganz weit hinten der Tabellendritte mit Maxim Becker, lediglich an der 13. Position. Das hat er sich mit Sicherheit auch anders vorgestellt hier in dieser Startphase. Wurde ja disqualifiziert nach dem Zeittraining, weil er die Technikflagge missachtet hat. Und deswegen hat man da gesagt, du startest von ganz hinten. Disqualifikation bei Maxim Becker. Kennen wir in diesem Jahr halt auch schon aus Genk. Da gab es ja auch schon eine Situation. Da muss er sich so ein bisschen zusammenreißen. Der amtierende Meister in der Mini-Klasse muss da irgendwie versuchen, irgendwie wieder zurück in die Spur zu finden. Man hat so ein bisschen das Gefühl, er ist da aus diesem Flow herausgeraten und findet keinen Weg im Moment zurück.
But the person who's got the flow really going the right way at the moment, and that's out front, is Luan Seidel, and is leading by a comfortable 1.8 seconds as the sun is coming through. We've got a spinner that was actually coming through the chicane just a moment ago. Might have been Luis
Maria Bloch, glaube ich.
Or possibly. Might have been the case. But yeah, I mean, Finn Albert Jorgensen has been making moves back up the order, now up to P3. Starting to chase down Julian Dümmer and is right on the back of the barrel arch chassis. Looks for the move up the inside over at the far part of the circuit. And now the Dane's going to get the run coming down into that final corner. And whilst this is happening, Luan Seidel is just absolutely on a mission right now. And it is Luis Yanacone that is soon to be lapped by the leaders. Battle for 4th place, side by side through the start-finish line. And that was Pascal Knipp getting through on Sebastian Brandt for P4. Finn Albert Jorgensen waiting to pull the trigger to try and get through for second on Julian Dümmer on the Birrell Arch chassis. But at the moment, the Dane is just holding station in the minute. But he's going to wait and looks up, dives up the inside. Did Jorgensen get the move? He did. That was a nice little move by the young Dane, who really is... Every single track that Finn Albert Jorgensen and his dad Bo go to, dad and lad, but still have support from Robert Schlunten, from RS Competition. Finn loves this track. And his dad, Bo, went to me, well, if it's wet, he'll be even quicker. And Julian Dümmer now coming under fire from Pascal Knipp for P3 as we go on to lap 8.
Finn Albert Jorgensen wieder zurück an der 2. Position, hat sich da wieder vorgefahren. Hat jetzt aber auch Rückstand 2,3 Sekunden auf Luan Seidel, auf den Tabellenführer, der in diesem Jahr auch schon 2 Rennen gewinnen konnte.
Und leider gibt es eine Bestrafung bei der Luan Seidel. 5 Sekunden vor Frühstart.
5 Sekunden Zeitstrafe gegen Luan Seidel. Ja, das ist der Spitzenreiter. Das wird ihm noch teuer zu stehlen kommen. So möchte man es mal einfach vorsichtig formulieren. 5 Sekunden rausfahren, das wird nahezu unmöglich sein. Jetzt sind es wieder 2,4 Sekunden. Er holt auf. 3 Sekunden auf Julian Dümmer. Also ich würde Luan Seidel nicht abschreiben, hier vielleicht irgendwie in die 5., 6. Position zu fahren. Ja, Platz 6 wäre es im Moment. Da wir jetzt auch nur noch 2 Runden zu fahren haben, glaube ich, dass da nicht mehr viel möglich ist. Du siehst schon die nächste Zeitstrafe wieder da.
Well, yes, it's the 116.
Stavros Tsotsos-Transia.
5-second time penalty for causing an avoidable collision. So, yeah. But it's showing... I'm wondering why there are 10 seconds showing on the digital flag. That means that there might be another penalty coming. But final lap underway for race leader on the road, Luan Seidel.
Fährt hier Runde für Runde. Unter 48 Sekunden. Keine andere Person auf der Strecke kann das halten, dieses Tempo. Aber mehr als Platz 6 wird das Ganze für Luan Seidel nicht werden. Bin ich mir ziemlich sicher. dass er da nicht viel mehr herausholen kann.
Right. It was actually a higher penalty for Francia. It's 10 seconds, so I think it was a severe accident to the point where that would have been that turn one incident earlier on. But it is going to be the case that Lewin Seidel will win on the road, but the win will be given to, if he's close enough, it's going to be Denmark's Finn Albert Jorgensen, who finishes 2.7 seconds behind. But yeah, it was a really good start from Lewin Seidel. I couldn't see a jump start there, but obviously race control have more eyes and ears than we do here in the commentary position.
Deswegen sitzen die da und wir hier.
Genau.
Man kann einfach auf den Kameras aus der Race Control ein bisschen mehr erkennen, als wir hier aus unserer Kommentatorenkabine heraus. Luan Seidel verliert also den Laufsieg, fällt bis an die 6. Position zurück. Finn Albert Jorgensen gewinnt also vor Julian Dümmer und Pascal Knipp, Sebastian Brandt, Kimi Mai, dann Luan Seidel, Bendik Schulte, Hanga, Luca Sakani, der Schweizer in der 8. Position, Stavros Francia wird nicht 9. Maxim Becker wird 9. Anastasia Tuli wird am Ende Platz 10 herausfahren dürfen. Das hier, das eingeblendete Resultat, stimmt nicht ganz, einfach aufgrund dessen, dass da halt noch die Zeitstrafen oben drauf kommen.